My name is Indigo, and I am the blues. They brought me from Africa. I never asked them to. I used to be jet black, now I'm in a different hue.
I remember going to see Indigo. It was full house, and we were all looking at the stage, waiting for Salome. And all of a sudden, you just spiritually felt this presence. And it was Salome Bey. And she started walking from the back of the room to the stage, singing. And I never felt that before. When you heard those deep notes in her voice, it would make the world rumble.
My name is Indigo.
It was the story of the blues, and she had done it as a one-woman show, but she started inviting all of her friends and everyone she knew that was talented in that arena to participate in bringing this show to life. She was the star of the show, but she was so passionate to include as many people from the Black music performing community as she could to be part of it. She broke a glass ceiling for many, 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 many other performers to come after her.
I remember being just intrigued and moved by her music and the real gutsiness that she had in her music. I felt like she was really breaking down barriers, being a Black woman speaking from such a provocative point of view. And it was music that made you think. It was music that made you reflect.
The interesting thing about Black music in Canada, and if not around the world, it was something that wasn't praised or even talked about in the media because it was Black. But you would hear about it. You would see folks going to see the shows that you wouldn't think that would be at the shows, but they had to be because they heard about the voice, the talent of these amazing Black performers, like Salome Bey.
We all owe a share in this big business.
She toured every place in Canada that she possibly could, and the thing that she did was that she made the music accessible to a greater Canadian audience, always rooted in the traditions of her community.
Big business. Let's stop holding standing down.
I remember being enthralled by this woman who was so comfortable in, for lack of a better term, in her Blackness. As a young, aspiring singer and actor, just wanting to be on stage, what Salome provided for me was hope and confidence. She just had so much to give.
You in turn hurt me.
She gave me the platform to be that star. And I just felt like, wow, she really loves what I do. And she made me feel good. She made me feel exceptional. And that I had the talent and the ability to perform these works. And it just changed my whole think tank about who I was and where I was going. And I had depth to my work. And she instilled that in me, that I was worthy.
We must learn to stop hurting, or is it part of living?
She was shortchanged in a lot of ways because her genius was too early. It was too soon to be recognized as a Black woman. She was known as a vocalist, but then she turned around and she's a playwright, and then she turned around and she's an actor. And then she turned around and she's a director and a producer and a composer, all of these things. And knowing that as a Black woman, to have that image to reach for is so important because we weren't seen a lot. And to especially have someone like Salome who wasn't someone who you saw typically on television, in media, because she wasn't that typically accepted visual of a Black woman. She was someone who was darker, whose lips were thicker, whose nose was beautiful and broad, who wore her hair in these natural states. And so all of those things attributed to someone who you understood what being unafraid and unapologetic was.
And south of them all, you need.
When I think of her, my heart smiles. And I'm so sorry I didn't really like so many people after they leave this earth. You regret that you didn't say how thankful you were to them and the many things that they helped to make your life better. And Canada was lucky to have her.
And if so isn't giving up, so why abuse what we hold dear?
Salome Bey, Canada's treasure on a stamp. I don't have words to express how happy I am that this is happening. And I'm so proud of the fact that Canada is recognizing the very, very rich legacy that this woman has and has offered this country.
She was my shero. She was my mentor.
You could never say no to Salome. No one could.
Salome Bey was a visionary.
She was the epitome of grandness.
She loved life.
She was just an all-around fearless, incredible woman.
The fact that I'm able to go out there and perform, and I love it. And so I'm very, very, very thankful for that. So I have, for me, I just go overboard as far as giving, you know, because to me, I get so much.
For the time we had between us, may the summer never go. Life's a clock that's ticking slow.